All right, this will be the People News. One more time at it. Not attorney, not giving legal advice. Educational purposes only. Okay, never look straight forward. Always look around you. Be able to protect yourself by any means necessary. All right. Use that second man. Arm yourself with knowledge. Now, again, Court Cam HQ. Okay. Assault victim exposes prosecutor lies. Let's proceed forward, shall we?
Thank you, Ms. Echeverria. I appreciate your testimony.
I really appreciate your Honor letting me speak before you accepted this plea.
Absolutely, and I'm glad that you were here to speak, get everything off your chest.
Yes.
Anything you need, we're here for you, Ms. Echeverria.
I really appreciate that, Your Honor. Thank you for letting me get on Zoom, even though I could not physically be there.
Yes, ma'am. I will accept this, but I'll do 30 days as a condition. It's the only way I'm going to do it. So you guys can talk and see if there's something you want to do.
I think it's unfair to my client because normally we do the plea, then we have the statement. Just because she spoke first, now she's going to bust the deal?
She's not busting anything.
I'm the victim. I am the victim. How do you speak about? Sorry.
Please.
Yes,
it's okay.
Exactly. What the hell is he talking about? Okay. Now, that being said, you understand how the game plays, right? Defendant's allowed to defend himself and all that kind of stuff. And I think I messed up when I said the prosecutor's allowed to see the victim or the victim as well as allowed to confront the defendant too, the one who committed the crime. So, if a defendant has a right to face their accuser, that means the accuser has a right to face their punisher.
He's been coming to every court date. We've been setting trial 7 times. We're actually set for trial this morning. I'm sorry.
In the district court.
In felony district court.
I get it. She feels like, one of the things that we need to take into account, is I'm not going to do it without 30 days as a condition. I'm sorry, Joe. So
30 days and that's it? There's a victim here? 30 days? By gosh, if you get a traffic ticket, you're looking up to 6 months? What the hell, people?
You guys can talk, or we can set up a trial. It's your decision, Mr.
You do home confinement?
Home confinement? No. That's a gift. No.
Can we say no?
Please.
Many minutes later.
It's only 10 days, Justin. 10 days. Otherwise, he loses his job.
It's better than the current deal, from our perspective.
10 days. 10 days. That sounds fair, don't it, people?
Okay. I'm Judge.
Is it okay? All right, so it's a plea. It's contract. It's administrative. This is not what you call real criminal court. He is being a freaking magistrate, not a judge. Allegedly, because I'm not an attorney and I'm not giving legal advice.
And also, Judge, the complainant did not finish her impact statement if she could be allowed to do that.
Yeah. Let me do this first. We'll go through with it, and then...
Oh, how nice. Aren't you so sweetie pies? Victim didn't even get to finish the statement. They got ahead and did a plea. And guy's getting off. Really good as far as I'm concerned.
So, Mr. Camano, I'm also putting on a protective order as of today. Mr. Camano, you're charged with indecent assault. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. The agreement that you have worked out is a 2-year deferred with thinking for a change, sexual boundaries course, 50 hours of community service, no contact with Ms. Echevarria, and 10 days as a condition in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ridiculous. All right. Okay, so we get 2 years for adjudication. But if he does, in fact, clean it, keep it up, then, you know, it's never going to show on his record. Now, arguing drug crimes and this, that, here, and there, I can kind of understand the plea deals, 2 years, this, that, here, and there. But not when there is a true victim.
You are giving up the right to have a jury decide whether you're guilty or not. You're giving up the right to cross-examine any accusers, confront any witnesses. You give up the right to appeal once you accept this agreement. You can never get out of this. It will continue until you complete this agreement, or if you violate it. If you violate it, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to bring you back over here. We are going to have a hearing whether you violated this, and if you do, you're looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law.
He's a U.S. citizen, Judge.
Okay.
I'll ask him to speak.
I didn't speak for you up. It's guilty or not guilty.
Guilty.
I'm not going to find you guilty. I'm going to withhold that for 2 years. You will be required to do the thinking for a change, sexual boundaries, 50 hours, community service, no contact with the complaining witness, no weapons, no drugs, alcohol, random testing. I want him tested in a week, please. If you're using, it's not going to go well. I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to test you like crazy. If I find that you're using, you're going to get a one-way ticket. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Echevarria, did you want to say something else?
Yes, I'd like to finish my statement, please.
Okay, you may continue, ma'am. Shh.
Okay. Sorry, let me get back. Okay. I was 2 years of okay. So I have submitted requests to the HPD, Houston Methodist, and the Forensic Center to access police reports, my toxology, and my rape kit results. All things I should have had years ago. I just began accessing public records on my own because no one helped me understand I had the right to review them. And this is why I wanted to request a continuance. I do respectfully request that the court do require the conditions that prioritize accountability, rehabilitation, and safety, such as formal admission of guilt in court or via stipulation, no contact, and geographic restriction order, mandatory sex offender rehabilitation, and language in the plea agreement affirming that I reserve my right to civil litigation because I want peace and I want to heal and I want to know that my voice mattered. Also, Your Honor, I respectfully request that you do not proceed with that plea until I have had the chance to review the full case file, as well as all the evidence I'm lawfully requesting, including the police reports, toxology, and SANE results. I was not given the sufficient time to revise my statement, and I've had to teach myself how to access the court records, after being left out of the process. This case was reset 7 times in the past month alone, and I was promised a trial, not a rushed plea. I'm asking that the record reflect my objection and that my request for a continuance be considered on the basis of my rights under CCP 56A.051 and 56A.052. If the court must move forward with that plea, I would request the formal admission of guilt, the no contact order, required sex offender counseling, and a clause affirming my right to pursue civil litigation.
What I will say, ma'am, I
And this part right here is very important. Listen to it carefully.
know that you are upset, and I'm sorry that you are. I have no idea why it ended up here, but it is. The lawyers, I think, have been working for a while to try to resolve this. They've come up to an agreement. I did issue a protective order now, so that there is one in place.
Thank you.
So, and I've also ordered no weapons as well. So,
Is there any way he can have the sex offender counseling? I feel like very much so.
I don't have, that's not something that I have access to down here. That's only in the felony courts. So I don't get access to any of that stuff.
What about the formal admission of guilt from the defendant?
They have worked out an agreement where they're doing a deferred. So there's a deferred adjudication. That's something that you're going to have to get with the office about. I know that you have other avenues of recourse as well. I can't give you legal advice. The only thing that I would probably advise you is just go talk to a lawyer. You know.
And so a trial is not able to go forward.
No, the case is done now. It's ended in a deferred adjudication just now, ma'am.
Now, I always talk about the defendant's due process, but what about the plaintiff's due process as well, right? Again, y'all, this administrative process is actually not in the Constitution. This is what lawyers and judges came up with in the bar union to fast track everything, allegedly fast track. That way people didn't go to court and fight these cases over and over every single day. I think it's unlawful. I'm not an attorney, not giving legal advice. But if I was a victim, I would want justice for me.
Okay, and he was previously on the juror adjudication, but what about, I still feel like I'm being silenced with everything that I've been saying.
The only thing I could advise you is go back to the district attorney's office and just start, talking to people there.
To the district attorney's office?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, our first trial setting was March of last year.
I like that.
But this is the first time we're hearing about her asking for anything.
And again, people, he did not have to accept this plea at all. He didn't have to do it.
I was not. I was not aware. I have all the texts of the.
Can you finish, please? We've had setting after setting. This is the first time we've heard anything about this from her. So I don't think that's.
This is not the first time. I have requested forms before. I have sent emails to get these documents.
I don't want to get into a big match about what's going on now. The only thing I can say is if you have any kind of disagreements, get back with the office. Talk to go to the district attorneys and go talk to them and figure out what else. Like I said, there are other avenues. I can't give you legal advice. I can't tell you what to do from here. Okay.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, man.
And I think behind closed doors, and I can be wrong, but many minutes later, what he said, right? They did agreement. I think he was kind of involved in that agreement as well. I don't know for a fact. Okay. Sometimes they go behind closed doors. Sometimes they both approach the bench. But again, where is her justice? Right? And this is administrative. When does she actually get to see or speak to a judge?
Can we start next Friday? Sure. Okay. That's it. I know. Okay. Thank you.
Will the court allow me to consult the opportunity to consult with the victim advocate
Is there a big
or a legal liaison before
We have a
anything is
social worker.
finalized?
We have a social worker who was assigned to this case as well, and both of us have been in contact with.
So, do you have the number to the social worker, ma'am?
She hasn't been that responsive recently. Just coming up to the court date, really.
To Jessica.
I'm happy to give her a call this afternoon, and we could go over all of
Okay,
that.
so the prosecutor assigned to this case will give you a call this afternoon to try to help you get in touch with the social worker to remedy any kind of issues you may have. Okay? If you still have any issues,
Now, the same thing about this between cop watchers and auditors and all them out there asking questions. What do? They always run. Does it sound like the victim activist or active whatever the other people is running from her as well, and they just want to be done with her? And I guess the other attorney, they switched attorneys. Maybe the other attorney is done with her, wanting true justice.
you can come back tomorrow and then we can try to resolve it further. Okay?
They're at the courthouse.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Will I be will I be asking for you for your courthouse personally?
You're welcome to, ma'am. Yes. I'm in court 5. You're always welcome to come here and we'll help
Court
you as much as we can. Okay?
Court 5. Okay. And what exactly was the plea that he admitted to, or the what is he?
It was a 2-year deferred adjudication
Joe.
with 10 days in jail as a condition.
Okay. Oh, so it went down to 10 from 30. I think I heard 30 earlier. It went down to 10.
Ma'am, I can't continue with this. I have a courtroom full of people that I have to get to. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Really? She just gets screwed, and you cannot keep doing this and explain to her why she never got justice. Are you kidding me? And he's one of the better magistrate judges here in Texas. And if he's doing this, what is the other ones doing? This is the way the People News.